Welcome to another Sell Well online video, and in this video I will be sharing once again a typical example of the way that eBay treat their customers and their sellers. And I make these videos, part of it's kind of humor and just funny and interesting. Other side of it is I hope it is actually useful for people so that they can avoid maybe similar mistakes. Um, yeah, if you do find it useful, please leave a comment for your own thoughts and maybe your own experiences. So some background with this. So I actually got a message from eBay, and the window's a bit small here. But it says we had to remove your listing because it didn't follow our prescription and over-the-counter drugs policy. Prescription drugs or drugs containing prescription strength medication are not allowed. And then it just goes on about how the product was prescription drugs and things like that. Now, the product that I was selling was eye drops, and I have sold this item, has been on eBay for several years. And oh, it just moved. It just changed. That's perfect. That actually just happened live right now. It just changed. Okay, that's the other trick they do. I'm glad I can show that. um, that literally just happened. Funny. Um, yeah. So anyway, so I was saying that I had this listed for several years, and um, all of a sudden it's a problem. And I actually checked on eBay, and I searched using the UPC, the product code, and currently on eBay there are 54 other sellers with exactly the same product. The product does not require a prescription. It does not contain prescription ingredients or drugs. They are just plain eye drops that you can just buy over the shop. Okay, so I got this message, and you can't mess around with these messages, because usually you get a message and it's just a warning, and eBay will be like, okay, maybe you didn't know, it's just a heads up, but the next time you get the message, then your account gets banned. And I actually do sell other eye drops. I sell other eye drops from the same manufacturer. It was not picked up. It was not removed. And so I'm just like, well, what should I do? So I contacted eBay, and you guys can't actually see. I'm just a bit careful, showing like too much detail about my account, so that's why. But I contacted eBay this morning. So the item was listed on eBay Australia. So I contacted eBay Australia, and I spoke to somebody called Marsha, right? So I spoke to somebody called Marsha, and she goes, and I'm quoting this exactly, right? She goes, "I'm now checking on the remote removal notes. One moment." 4 minutes later, she contacts me. "Thanks for waiting." 6 minutes later, she contacts me. "Looking at the removal notes, this was removed by our global team due to an escalation. I understand that you want to know the specifics of the removal, but we can't provide details. I suggest not to relist the item to prevent sanctions." This is after, how long had I been on chat just to get to the right person and everything? So I'd been on there for about 26 minutes. 26 minutes. So then I said, "I didn't wait 30 minutes to be told to go away. I have a legal right to know. I will wait for your manager." So then she says, "I can escalate you to my supervisor, but we follow the same guidelines. I'm afraid some information will be provided that we can't provide specifics on the removal." Then I say, "I'll hold." Then Marsha says, "All right, please stay on the link while I transfer you." So then, I'm probably boring you guys. So then I was put on hold for 11 minutes, and he says, "Hi, this is Reynan, Reynan, eBay account supervisor. Welcome to the eBay live chat." Then 8 minutes after that, so I was put on hold for 11 minutes to get the manager. Then he just says hi. Then I have to wait another 8 minutes. They say, "Thank you for waiting. I see this concern of yours is regarding the listing has been removed by the system." I say, "Yes, I need to know." So then 2 minutes later, he says, "Reason for this is that your listing is in general violated or gone against eBay policy. This was detected that this such item is not allowed to be sold on eBay." Then I said, "Why?" Because we do not allow such item. I understand that you want to know more details specific as to why, but we cannot address that nor provide detailed information. Then I say, why? The reason why we cannot do that is to prevent possible sharing of information that may possibly lead to circumvention of the policy to make success on listing the item. I'll say that again because this is the key of this video. The reason why we cannot do that is to prevent possible sharing of information that may possibly lead to circumvention of the policy to make success on listing the item. Then I basically go on and say, well, I want to do the right thing. I'm asking because if there's other items that I need to remove, then I should remove it. Then he says, if you want to do the right thing and protect your account, please do not continue that's a typo, listing these items, for forcing such action may lead to selling restriction, and we do not want that to happen to your account, and we cannot stop that, for detection is automated by the system. So basically they refuse to tell me because they think that I may circumvent the policy. Now, cutting to the chase, this is bullshit, okay? The item should not have been removed. There was absolutely no reason whatsoever for this listing to be removed. I contact them for an explanation. They tell me they won't tell me because I can circumvent the rule and try and relist it. Now, that's absolute bullshit for two reasons. The first reason is because there was the item is just, I didn't try and hide anything on this item. It clearly said its eye drops. It clearly said the manufacturer. It clearly said everything that you need to know about the item. So I wasn't trying to circumvent anything. The second reason, and it's kind of the same reason, is that's confirmed because there are 54 other sellers currently on eBay with the same item. Now, the second reason why that's bullshit is, what's the point of punishing somebody if you're not going to tell them why? Just imagine that there's a kid and they get up in the morning, they go to school, they study, they play with their friends, they come home, they do their homework, they eat dinner, and then suddenly the mother says, you can't watch TV tonight, or play video games, or whatever kids do these days. And the kid's like, well, why not? And the mother says, if I tell you why, then you can circumvent that in the future. And the kid's like, well, what did I do wrong? How can I not do the same mistake tomorrow if I don't know what I did wrong? It could be anything. Maybe their shirt was tucked out at school. Maybe they said a joke to their friend and their friend was upset and they told their mother. Maybe they didn't put the toilet seat down. Maybe they didn't eat one of their carrots at dinner. Who knows what they did? And it's the same on eBay. I have thousands of items listed on eBay. And every time I list an item, I take care. I get it checked by my lawyer. And all of a sudden, just out of the blue, an item that's been listed on eBay for years gets removed. I have no idea why it was removed. I have eBay are telling me it's something to do with drugs. But I sell lots of other makeup and lotions and eye drops and all these kind of things. Do I just finish my store? That's it. That's the end of my store. I don't know why. All I want to know is why. They might say, oh, this manufacturer. Okay, any of the other manufacturer's items. Because I actually have another eye drop by the same manufacturer. It wasn't picked up. So what's the difference? So now tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll get a message from eBay cutting that item off, and then they ban me. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So eBay Australia, I contacted eBay Australia because it was listed on eBay Australia. They told me to contact the global team. And I contacted the global team and they refused to tell me the reason. And something weird. Like they'll say, okay, I'll put you on hold, and they check for like 10 minutes, they come back. And then they say, and then they just say, oh yeah, we can't tell you. You have to contact eBay Australia. And then I said, well, I already contacted eBay Australia. And they said that I need to contact you guys. And then they said, oh, but we can't tell you, and you have to contact eBay Australia. And then I contacted, so I'm speaking to this guy. His name is Shakib, Shakeeb, Shakib. Oh yeah, you can see it. And he goes, oh, no, you have to contact eBay Australia. And then I said, well, why don't you as a manager contact eBay Australia and ask them to send me a message to explain? Because the message I got from eBay is like one of those no reply bullshit things. And he says, oh, I can't do that. And I said, why can't you do that? I've had eBay contact eBay like of other regions many times before. Is there a system limitation? And he just ignores my question and says, oh, I believe that I've answered all of your questions. And what does he say? I believe I've answered all of your questions. And, we're just going around in circles. And I said, but I want to know why you will not message eBay Australia. Are you too lazy? Because I know I have to then, eBay Australia is closed right now, but I'll have to contact eBay Australia, and eBay Australia was telling me to contact eBay, whoever again. They'll be like, well, we don't know. This always happens. And so, and in the end, and then he's like, I can provide you with, and then I said, well, take me to your manager. And then he's like, oh no, I can't escalate you to a manager. I can give you the address. And of course, it's a physical address. It's like a letter, PO box type bullshit thing. It's just so ridiculous. So this is where I say I want to file official complaint. So he just, like, in the end, he just I don't know, maybe I'll just take you through the last part of this conversation. This conversation just went on for ages, and here we go. Please let me know if you have any more questions for me, as we are heading nowhere with this conversation. Then I said, yes, I know, please escalate me. I'm repeating the same information throughout the chat that we support UK site only. Now, eBay UK can actually be eBay Global, actually. But you're not answering my question. You will need to contact AU site and ask them to escalate. Like, I'm not asking to escalate. I'm asking for an explanation because we don't know. Then I said, because we both know you are too lazy. What is the name of your manager? Unfortunately, I won't be able to address further. In other words, get fucked. I'm not answering your question. Lazy stuff need to be reported. I want to file an official complaint. I am the manager and I have provided you with the chat reference number. Answer the question. What is the name of your manager? Again, I can provide you with UK complaint address. What is the name of your manager? Do you want me to share the UK complaint procedure? Then I said, I live in the 21st century, meaning, I need an email address or something, which they won't give. I'm the manager for trust and safety team in the UK chat support. What is the name of your manager? It is a very simple question. I have shared all the relevant details about why we won't be able to address further. What is the name of your manager? Then he says, Devil D, D-E-V-A-L, Deval, I don't know. Devil Dal is the... Devil D is the manager above me, and he too handle UK site. And then this is what they do. We were disconnected. Please try again later. And this has happened to me so many times. They don't cut the chat. When they cut the chat, this happens. But it just mysteriously disconnects. And I guarantee you, it happens so many times to me. They initiate it on their end. Right? And look at the times, right? So, and then this is what I wanted to then show. This is why I'm filming this video now. I'm like, look, they just, like, the fuckers, they just, like, cut the chat. And then after 5 minutes, he goes, I have not received any response from your site, and it seems that you might have been disconnected. Thank you for contacting eBay UK site. Once this happens, you can't respond. You cannot respond. So he knows that. The fucker knows that. Right? And then he just pretends like, oh, okay, something actually happened. And then he cuts the chat. Because even look at the times. Like what they should do if they're professional, if they don't hear an answer even after 2 or 3 minutes, they'll say, oh, I'm just checking. They'll say, this is what they'll say. I don't mean to rush you, but I just want to check that you're still connected. And then, you know, so again, they just hang up on you. So I contact eBay Australia. eBay Australia said, we don't know. You got to contact eBay UK. eBay UK basically say, well, we don't give a shit either. You've got to contact eBay Australia. And it just goes round and round and round. In the meantime, I have no idea why this listing has been removed. There's every possibility I'll wake up tomorrow, see another message that another listing was removed for no reason and my account is banned. It's so unprofessional. And I need to show this. I need to show this to the world, to just show people just how bad eBay customer service is and how bad they run their site. And this is the shit that you have to put up with every day if you run a site, if you run a store on eBay. I'm sorry the video was long. I hope it made sense. I know it was like yada yada yada, but if you have any questions or you want to know something more, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.